Why coffee?
I grew up going to a local coffee shop in Enid with my family, and I just loved the sense of community it brought, like meeting other people there and just the relationships that were formed. I mean, I learned to play Chinese checkers in that, and then I'd play other people, and they'd have like music, and I just really loved that, how it brought people together.
Yeah, coffee creates just a big community of people, and we've definitely seen that here. And we didn't know until later on how much actually went into coffee, and once we started learning the actual craft of it, because whenever we started going to coffee shops, we were getting like, the frappes and like all the sweet stuff.
We were getting dessert. I mean, we were kiddos, so we couldn't handle the black stuff.
Once we got older and like started drinking just better and better coffee, and realized like, oh wow, like this is black coffee. I've never liked this before. How does it taste so good? And like just studying the craft of it, we really started to get into it more because of that.
Yeah, and we grew up also just going to different coffee shops. Once we started dating, we started visiting other coffee shops and just like really fell in love with it. And then when we decided we wanted to open it up, it's kind of funny because neither one of us worked in a coffee shop, and we're opening up a coffee shop. Yeah. I know, it's crazy. So we like looked at some schools, and we found this barista school in Portland that you could go to. And so we like literally, I was like finishing my finals in my college, and then the next week I was going to barista school. And so we flew there with Katie, and then that's when we really started learning about like the science of coffee and how important it is, like seed to cup, all of that, and how each process is very essential just to have that really nice balanced cup of coffee. And that's whenever I started realizing like, oh, like I like black coffee, like pour overs are so good, I don't need to have all this sugar and everything. And so we really fell in love with the science of it. So like just like what the coffee shop can bring to the community, and also what it, just like the craft of the coffee is really important. And then we also just like through the years, we work with Onyx Coffee Lab, and we learn about the farms and how like it's really important to pick a roaster. So they are like pick a good roaster that's taking care of the farms. Mm-hmm. So literally from seed to cup, the detail of everyone being taken care of. Yeah. The detail of the seed or the bean and everything. So
initially then it comes from having just a place where people can bring community together, right?
Yeah.
And then you're like, well, we should probably learn about coffee.
Yeah.
How long was that school in Portland?
So
do you both go together as well?
It was all three of us.
Okay. So
we did a custom class of 3 days, and it was just us three because it was more hands-on. Sure. And we just crammed a lot of information and work into those 3 days.
They have other classes where you can take it with other people, but it's not as intense, and it's a little bit longer. Or they had the customized class where it is just intense one-on-one with the trainer all day long. Yeah. And it's just, that's what we did. And
we learned a lot from that, but then once we were trying to find our roaster as well, and we reached out to Onyx. Onyx has some of the top trainers in the world and baristas, mm-hmm. and once we signed with them for them to be our roaster, we got trained there, because when you sign with them, they're like, hey, we want to make sure you're brewing our coffee good. Right. So we went there, got some more training, and it was...
And Onyx is like the mecca of coffee places, right? It's Arkansas, Kansas?
Northwest Arkansas.
Northwest Arkansas, I always hear people going there, or friends of mine have gone, taking pictures, and like it is like the holy grail of coffee, right?
Yeah, and it's funny, like when we signed with them, they were big, but I don't think that they had gone to any competitions yet, really.
Well, they have, but it was just like... It
was right before they started winning all of them.
Yeah.
And so we signed with them, and then we're like, rooting for them at competition and everything, and then they're just winning, and we're like, oh my goodness, this is awesome, this is great.
Yeah, and the owner, Andrea, she's great. She talked to us. She was like, anything you need, whether you
want to sign with us or not.
Want to use us or not. Yeah. I mean, she was awesome. Just everyone there has really helped us out and grow as, I feel like, a coffee shop.
Yeah, I feel like they're our parents.
Yeah.
They're really awesome. They have a really good relationship with them. They're all so sweet.